Hey there, tarot lovers. Marcus Fazy here. Our card of the day today is the Eight of Swords. So in this card, there is the obvious symbolism of eight swords surrounding this figure that's bound, tied up, and blindfolded. It seems like she's standing in a quagmire of stillness, stagnation, non-movement, non-growth, no change. This is the suit of swords and the mind in the number 8, which is very much related to this messenger Mercury hot energy, which is quite mental in nature. So it's double mental energy where we find the mind's most subconscious patterns are very rooted and grounded in the earth. They're very much stuck in position. And these swords represent beliefs that we have, ideas, and probably primary belief systems that have become so much a part of who we are that we have backed these ideas up, or these beliefs in ourselves, with many different experiences. This is the sword in the earth. So this is when you have an idea that has manifest in many different experiences in our life, to the point where we have many memories to prove to ourselves that this belief is right. I'm not good enough in this way, or I don't deserve this, or love cannot be mine only in this circumstance and that circumstance. And we have all of these beliefs that are so backed up with different memories and are so grounded and rooted in the earth memory of our body, that we find it very difficult to change them, and they actually become hidden in our subconscious, and we don't actually see them, and we actually may even defend these ideas and these beliefs, even though they are what is fundamentally causing us to stagnate, or to be stubborn, or to be rigid, or to be stuck in certain positions in our life. And we find it very difficult to move on and change and create some movement in our lives. And so, without realizing that we are stagnant because of these beliefs. Because they appear to be on the outside, we often blame the world, and there's this helplessness in this picture where, oh, I cannot move, where we actually give away our power, and we give away the responsibility of what we have created and the experience that we've had in our lives, to other people, and we make them responsible, or we would rather somebody else be the instigator or the problem, and we don't actually have any control over that problem. But the problem is in our beliefs. The problem is in these primal belief systems and ideas that we're holding on to, that are rooted in our memory and our past. And so in reality, the biggest message is that these ties around this figure, they're not that strong. We can shrug them off, we can take the blindfold off, but we do have to allow ourselves to feel stuck. We have to own up to this being unmoved, unmovable, being stubborn, being rigid in the ways that we have. We have to own these beliefs, because only when we actually own these beliefs, this is the unveiling or the taking off of the blindfold. This is owning up to what we are creating. This is empowering ourselves to choose a different belief. This is empowering ourselves to make a change in our lives. But only when we are able to feel how uncomfortable it is, stuck where we are right here in this position in our life, in this belief system and all that it creates in our lives, and that our lives are not going to change without our ability to change this belief system. Only when we admit to that and we take our power back can we create the changes and move on forward and refresh our lives and move out of the quagmire of stagnancy that we might find ourselves in at one time or another. Anyway, this is just a little bit about the Eight of Swords. I hope it served you in some way. If you're feeling your life is a little bit stagnant at some time, or right now in your life in one way, just write down, hey, what are 8 limiting beliefs that I might be forgetting about. They might even seem like they're real truths. You might be convinced, oh no, but this is definitely true. This is definitely real. When in reality, those are the ones that you might have to be questioning, because this is going to be a harder story to unveil, because we don't see these beliefs as being any issue half the time, when in reality behind them is a very negative manifestation story, and that comes from our past experience. Take a look, have fun with it, don't beat yourself up. It doesn't have to be just a mental process, it can be just experiential as well. You're not going to find all the answers with our heads. Sometimes we just have to allow ourselves to feel where we are and be uncomfortable enough to actually want to shrug those ties off. Have a wonderful day.